So that's one reason. Another reason, Aramit Mamash. No, another reason, he says, don't sit on a goyish bed ever. Why? Chas v'shalom, he didn't suspect his children are going to be going around and sleeping with goyot. That's not what we're talking about here. That's not the exact role. Why? Umeshum maseh de Rav Papa. Rabba was scared for his children. What was he afraid of? If you go to a goyish house, what was happening with Rav Papa? Because Rav Papa was a what? Rav Papa was a debt collector. A lot of goyim owed him. The goyim owed him money. So what did happen to Rav Papa? The Rav Papa azar legabe aramit. One time Rav Papa came to the house of a goy to collect his debt. What did they do to him? That's Rashayim. They didn't want to pay him back the money. Hotziya lo mita. So she happened to be a wife was home, and she figured out a plan. What is the plan? The plan of Jewish history for the past 1,000 years. What was the plan? Hotziya lo mita. She came out with the bed. Amra lo shef. She told him, go sit on this bed. Amar la eini yoshev asheti gabiya et hamita. He says, I'm not going to sit on the bed until you lift the mattress, lift the sofa up. I want to see what's going on here. Higbiya et hamita. She raised the bed. Umatzu sham tinok met. And what happened? This crazy lady, because she didn't want to return the money that she owed to Rav Papa, because her husband owed a lot of money. So the best way to do what? To get rid of Papa. Tell him he murdered my son. She choked her son, put him under the mattress, let Rav Papa sit there, and this way they will say that Rav Papa killed the child while sitting on him. Mekan amru chachamim, our sages said, be very weary. This goyim for money, they'll do anything. Asru l'shev al mitad aramit, and they said never have any pleasure from a goy, because in the end they are boiling scenarios to what? To harm you and to claim that they don't owe you the money. As of Hashem, we will continue in Zohar HaKadosh. Says the Zohar.
It's amazing, right?
You want to stop the video, the recording, and change to Zohar?
Gemarah lema'aseh.
You want to change to Zohar? What's going on there? The recording. Zohar. Because, so the Zohar says, because the Jewish nation is holy, a Jew is prohibited to give a nickname to his Jewish friend, and especially Chas v'Shalom is the nickname diminishing the honor of a human being. As many times the nicknames are. If you take a look, hey, chubby, hey, pony, hey, this, hey, small, hey, big, right? All the nicknames are created to dishonor a status of a Jew. A Jew is holy to Hashem. How dare you create now this guy's bulldog? My grandpa, they called him Yaakov.
There's one guy, his nickname was Mucha, fly.
Yeah. Those are evil people who create these things. My grandpa, Kodesh, holy man, he was a Gabbai, Shamashin Gabbai in the shul, Shimon Yusupov. And they called him, Яков is going to tell us. Яков, как на бухарском говорят, человек, который тележку возит?
Тележка, которую возит?
Да.
Который продает на базаре?
Не, просто телеговоз, ну. Here's a name, телеговоз, like a carriage carrier. Come on, what kind of безайон is this? Вы знаете, что я говорю? А?
На каком языке?
На бухарском.
Харова.
They had a name for him, nickname. Much short. Chas v'Shalom.
That's how this
She'asur lebazot kodesh. The Zohar says it's prohibited to diminish a holy. If a Jewish person is holy, how dare you give him a nickname? My father-in-law was called Bulldog. Bulldog. How dare you? And by Bukhara it's very common. Unfortunately, it's so common.
By everyone.
It's so common. They give names to each one. Rabbi Yaakov?
By everyone.
Rabbi Yaakov?
But Rabbi, even...
Я не прав?
Even the one who was
One second.
Shochet.
Rabbi Yaakov? Bukhari is very common. I don't know lama. Why they do that? They give nicknames to everybody. His profession is a nickname.
His profession is the nickname.
Huh?
It's Kalyon.
Chas v'Shalom. The Zohar is against it. ולא לכנות שם לחברו. A person is prohibited to do that. ועונשו מרובה. Anybody who does that, his sin is so great and his punishment is even greater. שכן כדברים אחרים. אם מדבר לשון הרע עליו, או מוציא שם רע שעונשו מרובה. Just like anything else. A person who is diminishing honor of a Jew, or talking לשון הרע about him, his sin is great. What do you want to say? Oh, sorry.
What if it's just abbreviated name?
חס ושלום. Next. תאונה למדנו. אסור. Avi, I don't kill people. Abi, Eli, Eliyahu. What's your name? Alan. Eliyahu, not Alan.
No Eli.
No Eli. If they call him full name. Ketiv, as it says over there. Netzor leshoncha mira. Person should be careful with what comes out of their mouth. Ma'u mira. What is ra? What is evil?
But Rashet Avot is okay, no?
Habibi, let me finish. Ma'u mira. What is the evil that you're supposed to stay from? The begin that shebishvil lashon hara yordin ra'ot la'olam velachem im tishmor leshoncha tishmor mira. From the most culprit, the biggest culprit, that all evil happens in this world, that all the evil, meaning suffering of us, the Jews, is because of our language not properly used. Amar Rabbi Yossi, kol man dekara lechavrei b'shma, the leidbe, anybody that calls his Jew not a real name, umvazeh oto, is embarrassing, yitpas be'avon she'en bo. He is going to be caught with a sin. The Amar Rabbi Chia, Amar Rabbi Chizkiah, kol man dekara, anybody that he said, kol mishi kore lechavero rasha, chas v'shalom, a Jew calls another Jew rasha, moredin oto leginom, they take him down to Gehinom, ויורדין לו ללחיו, היינו שסופרים לו על הלחיו, שסותרים לו על לחיו. I guess they hit him on his cheeks. Okay? And it says that חוץ מאותם מצפי התורה, אז זה פנים, שמותר לו לאדם לקרות להם רשע. However, those, listen to this, that's a chidush. Anybody who is doing chilul Torah on purpose, specifically, like evil, that you're allowed to call it evil, rasha. Ahu gavra, the Adam echad kilel et chavero. There was a Jew, the story, Zohar tells us a story. A Jew cursed another Jew. Avar Rabbi Yossi, Amar lo. Rabbi Yossi passed by and said, Asita maasim karasha. You did deeds like an evil person. Kara'o ledin lepnei Rabbi Yehuda, al shikara'o rasha. So that then he took this Rabbi Yossi to Rabbi Yehuda because he called him rasha. Amar alei. Rasha la kayem manale. That Amar lo amarti lo rasha. I didn't call him rasha. Rabbi Yossi says. Ela amarti kerasha. I said he did the deeds like an evil person. Shenira anahagat rasha, because it looked like his evil behavior. Amarti lo shehu rasha. V'lo amarti lo. But I didn't say he's rasha. So Rabbi Yehuda heard that. Ba Rabbi Yehuda shve'sha'al al ma'aseh lifnei Rabbi Lazar. So Rabbi Yehuda didn't know what to say. He went to Rabbi Lazar. Amar le, he went to Rabbi Lazar. Rabbi Lazar v'adai shelo nitchayav. So Rabbi Lazar said he's patur. Ma'yan lanu zeh. From where is this? How do we know that he's patur? Dichtiv aya Hashem ko'oyev. Domeh lo'oyev v'lo oyev. The Yov says over there, we don't say, when we say in Eicha, sorry. In Eicha. When we say Eicha, Eicha on Tisha B'Av. And over there it says that we don't say Hashem was evil, he was evil to us. We say Hashem was like the enemy, but he was not an enemy. Right? So like I have Allah hishta'ar mi'Yisrael gizan be'alma. She'im lo nifaresh ken. So Allah nishar mi'Yisrael geza ba'olam. Chas v'shalom. If we don't say that, so the fact that the rabbi said you're behaving like an evil person, you can now be obligated him that he said he didn't call a Jew that you're a bad person. Okay. הייתה כאלמנה. So also it says כאלמנה שהלך בעלה למדינת הים והיא מחלקה לו. So same thing over here. That when we say Eicho, we also say over there, we say that the Jewish nation is like a widow, right? Because her husband did not divorce us. We didn't say that we are what? That it's like a widow whose husband left her, right? That's going to be almana, but in reality not, because Hashem could come back any minute and take us back, and therefore we are not anymore widows. Ama Rabbi Chia. So Rabbi Chia says, ומאחה משמע, וכי מכאן שמשמע זה הלא מעמת אתה משמע זה שהוא עיקר הכל ורצונו לומר שהיא ראיה חזקה. Once again, what are you saying? From this, that's the opposite, it's true. תכתיב, והדמות בקו הדמיון, דמות כמראה אדם, כמראה אדם, ולא מראה אדם. שוודאי שאין לו דמות, כי לא ראיתם כל תמונה כתיב. I don't understand. If you're going to say that we're going to compare Hashem, but another place it says that Hashem is as an image like a man. What do you mean? Hashem has no image. So what does it say? So he says, so when it says ke, not always does it mean like, because in reality there is no liking to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So when we say Hashem is like our enemy, that's not true. He's not our enemy, and Hashem is not. We are not like a widow that her husband left. Hashem does not. We cannot relate to Hashem ke, because if that's the case, because it's another place that says you're like a man. What? Hashem has an image of a man? Sure not. So that doesn't mean that. Rather, how do I know that when Rabbi Asi told this person you behave like a Rasha, he didn't say you're Rasha. So Rabbi Asi said to Rabbi Yehuda, I'm patur, I don't have to pay him anything. I didn't call him a bad name. I said, you behave like a Rasha. That's allowed. It says, how do I know that's allowed? It says over there, Ketiv kitapoch ba'atzei hayar vegomer. It says over there, Shir Hashirim, ketapoch, ketapoch, bekav hamedimion, v'lo tapoch, ketapoch, what does that have to do with the apple over there? Ketapoch shenifrad b'tzava'av, sheyesh bo tzva'im, lavan edom. He says, just like the apple has different colors, right? Is different in it. There's so many different colors. Sometimes red, and some portions are yellow, some are white. That's what he's saying. Why we're compared to the apple, and Gan Eden is compared to the apple over there? Because I guess there's all different types of elements. Sometimes holiness, sometimes there's not so much holiness. All those different connotations. And because of all this, now it's like as Gan Eden Elyon has this whole compilation of all different sorts of individuals, bad, evil, good, different types. Amar Yehuda, Ilo la etana hacha ela lemashman milin ilanda. Im lo bati. So Rabbi Yehuda said, you know what? You're right. Okay, so over here, in reality, when Rabbi Asi called this person, you're not allowed to give a nickname to a person. You can't diminish the honor of a Jew. But if Rabbi Asi was not over any Avirah here, because in reality he did not call him Rasha, he said like Rasha. Have a wonderful day.